Hi, it's Allannah. Welcome back to YogaYin. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to take you through a sequence today, which is a really restorative sequence. So for those of you who are feeling just exhausted and very tired, need to get the blood flow back to the womb, this is going to be great for you. I've created it for a student who has been living in a very stressful situation. She's not in that situation anymore, but her partner is still quite stressed. So there's been a lot of anxiety and they've been trying to get pregnant. My student also suffers from hyperthyroidism. That is, the thyroid is out and she finds it difficult to put on weight and has had a regular and fast heartbeat. So we're going to work with that as well. So this is going to be about regulating the period, but also primarily about bringing down those anxiety levels, helping towards better sleep, strengthening and tonifying the bladder. So I hope you enjoy it. If you'd like a personalized sequence of your own, please contact me on Facebook or on my email address allannah@yogayin.com.au. Hari. So for this restorative practice, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a blanket or a pillow to place under our head. We're going to need a couple of big, thick pillows and a strap if you have one, or if not, a long scarf will do the trick. We're also going to need a hottie, a hot water bottle or a heat bag. I don't want you to put very hot water in the hot water bottle or the heat bag, just warm it gently. This is going to serve a couple of purposes for us. First of all, it's going to allow us to deepen our breath in our body. My student tends to breathe up into her shoulders, so we really want to bring that breath back down to the womb. Very good for fertility, and it's also excellent for anxiety, for slowing down the breath, and of course bringing that breath right back down, because when we're anxious we tend to breathe up and that tenses the body and that makes us more anxious. So when you're ready, I want you to lie on your mat in full shavasana with the blanket or the pillow underneath your neck, just supporting your neck there. And then place your hottie or your heat bag over your uterus. This is very good if you have a cold uterus as well, which my student does. Just nicely warm, and it feels really good. When you're ready, close your eyes. And I want you to start to direct your breath down into the belly, so you can feel that weight on your belly rise as you inhale. Gently draw back to the spine as you exhale. And gently start to focus your awareness on your exhalation. Outgoing breath. Allow the exhalation to be longer and deeper than the inhalation. So if you're breathing in for a count of 2 or 3, breathe out for a count of 4 or 5 or even 6. As you exhale, let go of your day. Let go of the week that's just completely letting go. Become aware of the gentle heat in the womb. And allow that warmth to spread throughout your entire body. Two more deep breaths here. Beautiful. And when you're ready, just remove your hottie or your heat bag. Take your two big pillows. Place them either side of your mat at about hip height. Take your strap, bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to open out to the side. And depending on how flexible you are, you can move those pillows closer underneath the buttocks or further away. It's completely up to you. Wrap your scarf or your strap around your hands nice and comfortably. And we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound ankle pose. And again, just bring your awareness down into the pelvis. Allow the breath to fill the lower back, sides of the pelvis, front of the pelvis, and then release, gently exhale. And with each exhalation, release any tension in the body. Three more deep breaths here. And then float your eyes open. Gently release your strap and put it to one side. Move the pillows over to one side and gently extend your legs down to your mat. When you're ready, we're going to inhale and draw the right knee into the belly. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then inhale, take that right knee out to the side. Place your hand over your left hip so that the left hip doesn't roll over. Just anchoring it down. Working into the liver meridian. And then inhale, bring that knee back into the belly. And exhale, gently take the right knee in the left hand without the buttock rising off of the mat. Pulling it gently over the body so don't roll over. Working into the gallbladder meridian. And then inhale, bring that knee back into the belly. And exhale, release it all the way down to the mat. And just see if you can feel the difference in the two sides of the body. When you're ready, inhale and draw that left knee in. You're going to find that one side is easier and one side's a little more resistant. And then inhale, take the left knee in the left hand, right hand over the right hip. Good, and then inhale, take the left knee in the right hand and take that left knee slightly over the body. And then gently draw the knee in. Just pulling it gently into the body. And then releasing it all the way down. Lying in Shavasana. Beautiful. Bring both knees into the belly now. Roll off to one side. And we're going to come into a cat pose. So taking the hands underneath the shoulders. Spreading the fingers nice and wide and the inner elbows turn toward one another. Taking the knees just underneath the hips. Finding a nice neutral spine. And then inhaling, opening up through the throat. And exhaling, curling through the spine and dropping that head. Inhaling to open. Exhale and curl. Inhaling. Exhaling. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Do a couple more rounds in your own time. Really feel into your spine. Gently warming up the body. Take your knees out to the side of your mat. We're going to practice sexy cat. Circling the buttocks first of all in one direction. And again, really continuing to warm up the pelvis. Release the lower back. Good. And then reverse those circles. And it should feel really good. Now, if you find it hard to circle, you can come from side to side. But keep practicing, because circling is what really helps free up the womb and the hips and the lumbar spine. Come back to a neutral spine when you're ready. I want you to walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, and now lift your hips towards the ceiling. Into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Stay on your toes, spread your fingers nice and wide, drop your knees so your shins are parallel with the mat, and then lift the hips high in the air and sink the heels down and just gently walk through the feet. So we're going to use downward dog to help you balance your endocrine system or hormonal system. Just gently walking through one foot at a time, easing out the backs of the legs. Inhaling here and exhaling, sink the heels down. 5 deep breaths here. Beautiful, and then come up onto the toes. Bring the knees back down to the mat. And from here, we're going to stretch the arms forward, stretching out the shoulders, dropping the head to the mat. Forehead and tip of the nose to the mat. 5 deep breaths. Good, and then walk your hands back towards the body. Take your blanket, place it behind you. We're going to come into a full forward bend. And this pose is very good for strengthening and toning the bladder. So we're going to use a strap in this position. So what you first of all do is reach up and out of your hips. Place your strap around the soles of your feet. And then just wind it around your hands. We're going to come into a full forward bend with a nice straight back. So I want you to come as far as you're comfortable with keeping your back in alignment. And if you feel you can come forward a little more, do so. Drop your chin. And with each exhalation, release a little more. And then when you're ready, release your strap. Raise your arms, come up and out of the hips once more. Beautiful. Now working with the hyperthyroid, we're going to come into Matsyasana, fish pose. So I want you to lie the body down all the way on the mat. And gently roll your hands underneath your hips, palms facing down. Point your toes, big toes together, and inhale, raise yourself up onto your shoulders. Now if you have any neck issues, I want you to take it easy with this one. Just stay here. Otherwise, bring the head back, and if you can, bring it all the way to the mat, do so, but no weight in the head. 6 deep breaths here. And then gently tuck the chin in, lie the body back down, and then roll the arms out from underneath the body. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Just allow your body to absorb the benefits. Forward and backward bend. Beautiful. When you're ready, hug your knees into your belly. Gently roll off to one side. And we're going to come into Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. So place your blanket underneath where the head's going to be. Come into this pose from a side angle. And then gently stretch your legs up along the wall. And we're going to do a few different variations of Viparita Karani. I want you to bring your tips of your thumb and your forefinger together, place them over your belly. And then when you're comfortable, we're going to take our legs out to the side. Breathe down into the belly. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then bring your legs back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Open out the knees. And then gently lengthen your legs against the wall. Breathing down into the belly. And you can stay here for up to 10 minutes if you like. But if you have limited time, bend your knees, gently roll off to one side, make your way back to your mat. Come into a comfortable seated position. Bring the tips of your thumbs and your forefingers together on each hand and place the palms face down. Close the eyes if you're comfortable. Breathe down into your belly. And notice the coolness of the breath at the tip of the nose as you inhale. And the warmth of the breath as you exhale. Letting the belly be absolutely free. And letting go of all the stress. Letting go of all the tension. Completely letting go. And when you're ready, float your eyes open. Bring your hands to prayer at the heart, to the forehead for clarity of thought and an open mind, to the lips for clarity of speech and kind speech, and to the heart for an open heart. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that practice. Quite a deep practice, very restorative, very good for anxiety, very good for fertility. A gentle warming of the abdomen and the womb for a cold uterus. Some nice forward bends there to stretch out the shoulders and also to strengthen the bladder. And then a lovely back bend as well for the hyperthyroidism. So I hope you enjoyed that.